What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Excited. Let's go ahead and smash the ruins of Stalwart Keep. Get ourselves going, instead of just sitting here and listening to me talk. Oh man, how was y'all's weekend? Mine was okay. Nearly finished up the last of my Christmas shopping. Feels good to get off my plate, really. It's been on my mind. Pretty much done with all my school until next semester. I know some of you guys are in college as well. Having the couple weeks break is super sweet. I needed it. Oh man. So what did I get for my kids last night? I got them like a legit regulation dartboard. You know, with the darts with the steel tips. I gotta make sure they don't throw those at each other. For sure. That was the first thing I thought. I remember when I was a kid, my little brother would throw them at me. So, I had kind of a flashback there. I don't think my kids will do that, but you don't know until the darts are flying. I got them that. What else? I got them a gigantic they love Legos. As did I when I was a young lad. So, I got them. It's like the Marvel. Man. It's the Avengers Tower. It's really sweet. You could probably find it online if you were really interested. It's definitely the coolest Lego set they had at Target. Kind of jealous. I didn't have anything like that when I was a kid. I had like my older brother's hand-me-down Legos. They were just like a bunch of really old sets with like half the pieces lost all together in one box. The curse of tongue continues, guys. In the last episode, he missed so many easy shots. And he just started by missing 2. Yeah, we're going to take those kills. Should have left that kill, though, for one of the guys in the back. We have a nice mix of ranged tools in this fight. Gonna keep this all pretty high and tight, though. I see all of the fallen heroes, but I haven't really been paying attention to the passage of these turns. You know what? I'll step in here, because I think I would step in with Rodrigo here. You know what? Maybe not, because they have enough to kind of overwhelm. Normally, whenever I see Nexurs in undead fights, that normally tells me that there's not going to be certain other types of enemies. I don't know if it's impossible, but I don't think I've ever seen Nexurs mixed with like a necromancer. I don't think I've ever seen that. Ooh, almost got him. Later, man. We're not gonna step in. We can't attack. Get a little damage there. Step in here. That's a big shot. Nice, a little bit. I'm gonna step here. We've sort of exposed some of our crossbowmen to a little bit of damage. They want to step in, but I'm okay with that. We're getting past the point of, you know, we need to use range stuff. Ooh, okay. He ate his undead brother. Normally in these fights, though, I find that I'll kill enough of the undead, of the actual Wiedegangers, that the Nexurs will be terrified before the battle even really starts. That happens pretty often. I'll step up. That gives them room to step in. I'm not respecting this fight very much, if I'm being honest. I'll step here and pass. I want someone to hit. And you know what? I'm going to go for the double Nexur kill, because they can become a bigger threat. Almost more so than the fallen heroes. Good shot. About to say, that might get the kill. Trying to think of what else I got for my kids for Christmas. I don't know how interested you guys are in that, but I know some of you got kids. Or maybe you have to shop for like your nieces and nephews and stuff, and you're in kind of the same boat. Lots of cool stuff. Oh, like a place that I found stuff that I never would have thought I would ever find anything. I know not everyone who listens to me is from America, so I doubt they have these stores outside of the U.S., but they're Hallmark stores. And they sell like some really good licensed Disney stuff. They have like tons of Harry Potter, tons of like... Ooh, that's not good. Tiberius is getting wrecked. What else? Tons of good... I got like this sick like DeLorean with like Doc Brown and Marty McFly sitting in it. It's like these really super kind of cute looking little figures. And I got Nearly Headless Nick from Harry Potter. Now I will say this, I bought them for I bought for myself. However, I'm not ashamed of that. Tiberius is in a nearly full surround. We got to get him out of here. Nice. Alright, everything we do now for this fight needs to be about getting our boy out of here. And he misses his attack. That feels pretty bad. Yeah, we're failing a little bit. This guy could have been dead. This guy could have been dead. I'm going to disrespect that guy. That way I can get in here and maybe give them another target. I don't really want to knock him backwards. And we whiff with Ack. Come on, Ack. If I knock him backwards, he probably just feasts and becomes a bigger version. So we're not going to do that. Put some huge HP damage there. Oh no. The problem really is Tiberius is like actually eating all these attacks. Like he's not dodging them. Good hit. We gave him a line shot, but that's okay. We missed 2 attacks on this guy so far. Go for the decapitation. As long as you don't go for my shield, I'm happy. Bone plating takes that hit. I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and they were kind of telling me how they don't ever celebrate Christmas. And it sort of shocked me. Obviously for religious reasons, if you don't celebrate Christmas, like that's a whole different deal. But like just to be like an American, like in the like the cultural zeitgeist, it's kind of weird to not celebrate Christmas, I feel. I don't think that's a hot take. Because at the very least, it's just an excuse for you to give stuff to somebody else or get stuff from someone else. Like if you really want to be cynical about it. Like at its very worst, that's what it is. But then they sort of explain it to me like they hate the awkwardness of gift giving. Or gift... Actually, it's more like they hated getting gifts that they didn't want. Which I get. There are very few feelings worse, like... Especially if you know someone doesn't have a lot of money. You know, and they give you a gift you know you don't want, but you know they spent some of their hard-earned, very small amount of money on getting you that gift. It can feel pretty bad. It's just a bad feeling. They didn't do anything bad, you know, but I know I hate that. I hate that feeling too. You're like, oh no, you don't have a lot of money and you just bought something for me because of like consumerism, you know, and I don't want it. Yeah. It's a feel bad. And on the flip side, you got dudes like my dad. Oh my god. He gives me like... I'm gonna say it, he gives me like the worst presents ever. But it's not because he doesn't care. It's just because he gets me stuff that he would like get for himself. Like he'll go to like a sporting goods clothing store and see like what's on clearance and then get me like some workout shirts that are like 2 sizes too big. And you know, I pretend to like it. You know, it's what you gotta do. Make someone else happy. This was a mildly lucrative fight. I'm glad we took it. But yeah, I basically have a drawer in my bedroom pretty much right next to me that's just full of like champs. Old champs shirts that I just can't fit into. Tiberius gotta come out. Let's put in... Reynolds about to level. His armor's trashed. Let's just put in Miguel. We could obviously just switch out armor. It's not a big deal. But we're still recovering from the end of the last episode where a lot of our dudes got smashed. So, I mean, that was dead. We were looking for Ancient Dead, as we still are. For those of you who are not quite caught up, we are just desperately trying to fight some Nexurs, which is leading me to think that I should just go and do the Black Monolith fight, because they are guaranteed Nexurs there. It's just the Black Monolith fight is also guaranteed us losing a couple bros. 3, 4 bros, which we can do. We have, you know, 25 of them. But I was hoping to keep our brotherhood intact for as long as possible. Let's go. We've got 10 days worth of food. Hell yeah. What are the prices like here to sell? I'm not going to keep chainmail attachments. We don't need that. Just going to be very careful about what I sell. Could have fixed that up. Would have been worth a small amount of money. Did I buy ammo yet? I don't think so. Let's get 2 stacks. Let's just max it out. Something good in the armory? Nope. Nope. Swing and a miss. In the weaponsmith? Nope. Feels like gambling. All the ladies loved him. Layer of the Power Hungry. Okay. Well, guys, we are just headed towards the wilderness in the hopes of finding something good to do. We've got money. Money's not the problem. We're just looking for experience. We're looking for new rare loot. And we will take any Ancient Dead fight, no matter how scary, that lets us fight vampires. Alright. Okay, cool. You find that zigzagging off the white appears to be in better spirits lately. As it turns out, these forests are familiar to him, and a return to their greenery has the man beaming with warm nostalgia. This has a champion in it, as well as an officer. He's a brigand leader champion. Okay. I want to make sure that my crew is... We've got all 3 of our archers. No, we've got 2 of our archers, not all 3. This is probably fine. Put Act there. I'm looking at levels right now just to see... Because if I am at some point going to be preparing for the Black Monolith, then I want to make sure I've got certain bros in... Oh, it's nighttime. We'll fall back. I'm not going to fight them at night. Not because I can't, but because it's just going to make the whole thing miserable. They're already on a hill with fortifications. Yeah. I want my range to at least be effective. Although, there's something to be said for, you know, making their range ineffective. I'm not that scared of marksmen. As long as they don't have crossbows. Well, there's one. There's two. Oh my god. Well, maybe we should have attacked at night. Ha! Let's get up there. Let the archers move in first. Didn't expect him to be that aggressive. Oh yeah, that's a good piece of armor. Hell yeah, that's the champion. That's Alfred the Pickpocket. This is our prize for that fight. A legit heavy armor. Is that the exact same one as Rodrigo? It's hard to tell when he's got his... I think it is, yeah. So that's, I think, also one of the heaviest armors we have. Pop him. Damn it. You know what? Let's do this. That guy came to the wrong neighborhood. We'll spread out a little bit because we can lock these guys down. I don't want to use throwing weapons. There we go. Move this way. Can I get all the way up? I cannot. This is honestly not bad, though. We've managed to mostly scale the hill. And here's the actual leader. Henrik the Hyena. And he's got, I mean, he's got a Warhammer. There was a time where we would have loved to get that hammer. I'm gonna adrenaline, see if we can't hit that dude on the head. Nice. Just set the tone, you know. Freak this guy out a little bit, put a little bit of damage on him. If we're able to hit him with Arcus, we can take the hill nicely. But there's 3 entrances here. That hurt. Nice. 25 of these guys is a nice fight. Just like our first fight was 27, I think. That's good numbers. Dude. That was your chance to be a hero, Longbeard. And now you're screwed, son. We'll switch him out, of course. I wanted to take a shot at the crossbowman. I mean, this guy's got a military cleaver as well as a kettle hat. He's no joke. Even aside, you know, his armor aside. Alfred the Pickpocket. That's what I get for taking risks. There we go. Nice. I had very low hopes for that. Huge damage. Beautiful. That sucks a little bit. Let's just shoot up here. Reload. Yeah, I'm going to keep these guys locked in. It's a little dangerous. Nice. It's a little dangerous for Arcus to step in here. I mean, that's a pretty scary crew. We'll swap them out. Let's get our sword out. I'll feel a lot better once I have a 3-man on this guy. But that armor is huge. Alright, Miguel's got a challenge of his own. Don't like these weapons. Some of our backliners kind of being left behind here, vulnerable. They've got some lines of sight on our archers. Ow. Really? Holy crap. That was a 47% from over here. That height advantage, though. Alright, thank you, bone plating. That ate that first long sword strike. Jesus. We gotta get Aerosol on high ground. Bone plating ate the first shot for tongue. Yeah, he's gotta get. Oh my god. Couldn't dodge one of those, man. And they stunned. We're not gonna be able to shoot. I was hoping that Tunican would be able to make some moves. That hurt. Okay. Just recognize this is only going even mildly poor because we're fighting uphill against these jerks. Beautiful. That was such like a gamble shot. I'll take this one. Just had to get a little bit lucky there. I don't really have any shots now. Just hope to get lucky, and we did. Get behind someone. Would love to kill this guy and leave him alone. If we get some bleed going, that would be excellent. Okay. Could also, like, firebomb these dudes. I want to step in here, but if I step in, we leave Aerosol very exposed. And you might not be able to survive another, like, volley. Could have run him backwards. But I think he's on a slightly higher ground than he was before, and he's behind someone. The odds of him getting wrecked are lower. Plus, we've sown some fear into these dudes, so their accuracy is going to be less. So that's, I mean, that's 3 dimensions where we've increased his likelihood of not getting hit. And we've also have other brothers that are exposed, like Zigzag. So I would not be surprised if they start sending shots his way. Nice, and we fade another longsword hit. Man, having high ground with crossbows probably feels pretty great. A grenade here would just ruin their day. If we all of a sudden had to start playing that, like, nice. That's what I was hoping for. If I had to play that aggro, this would pretty much be over. That was huge shots from Tongue, by the way. That made it so that half the dudes are running now. Yeah, we need to apply some overwhelm here before he smashes us with that cleaver. Just get up onto this high ground. Dang it, no clear line of sight, I'll just shoot. Alright, this guy should go down in 1 hit. I'm going to tie this group here down. You know, that's a round shield. I really should just crush it. Beautiful. Put the fear of the Lord into that guy. Get up here. Almost. Yes. I'm hoping we'll be able to keep this guy here for next turn. Because we're not out of it yet. Not every ranged guy is running. And not every guy back here is a ranged guy. They got 3 defenders. Ooh, I had an attack. God dang it. Accidental click through. Alright, good whiffs for us. Should probably respect the military pick a little bit. Just doing that for the overwhelm. Really needed to, like, advance his position at some point. Shoot here. Beautiful. Man, that shield, though. Alright, a lot of dudes locked down. %91. Later, man. We'll take that kill, and then we'll move. I would like to shut these dudes down. Not let them escape. Still taking shots. We got the Warhammer, that's cool. Nice that he didn't get away. We're gonna go first. They still have 2 crossbowmen live. Like, they could, seriously, if they focus fired someone, they could kill them. That's scary. Cut! I didn't expect that. Alright, let's try and get on some semblance of high ground. Shoot over the fortifications. This guy's shield's almost gone anyway. We really just needed 1 lucky hit. I think we got pretty unlucky. And not, like, smashing him earlier. But there we go. I think that's almost everyone tied down. We can probably jump over here. This one archer might get away. And he's exhausted now to the point where all he can do is shield wall. Yay, everyone's tied down. Awesome. Welp. A fun, surprisingly tough fight. Kinda wish it was a little tougher. It was just like on the verge of being like an excellent fight. Where I'd have to use, you know, way more strategy. You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of looking at that shield. Happy to have it in one sense just because it means he's not attacking me. If all he's doing is shield walling every turn. That's in my interest. Step in. See, now we've given him much more offensive capability than he had before. But we'll also be able to introduce some bleed into this. And our archers should just be able to nail it over and over again. I'm stoked, because in addition to getting this armor, we might even get something else. I don't want to hype it up too much. Went for the double stun. But there are definitely odds here that we could get another piece of excellent equipment. Arcus, man. Alright, the helmet's gone. That's an expensive helmet, too. Alright, you're done. Still not running. This is a man we wish we could recruit. We would fix his haircut, that's for sure. 9 lives triggered, his bleed is gone. %57% on that crossbow shot, didn't get it. No, we're running him down. Are you crazy? Whew, down he goes. And we get the bounty, let us not forget. A little bit of money for killing him. And for our trouble, some cash, some tools, some ammo. And we did get the armor, the esteemed shell. It's a huge set. Let us look at it. What is the name of our other one? The revered shell. Okay. This is a huge set for 36 fatigue. Let's compare it to his. His is 39, but it is also more armor. Do I have anything to attach it to? I know I just like sold that chainmail. Something in my brain was like, don't sell this, dude. But I don't have any other attachments. Other than the Lindworm Scale Cloak, which is a very worthy attachment here. But I am saving that for flavor reasons. And I'm going to feel like a flippin' genius if I am able to get... the Lindworm armor. You know, I'm looking at Miguel's. He's got the Coat of Plates, which is 44 fatigue and less armor. The firearm reduction's not really, you know, it's not a big deal. But Miguel has taken a pretty big hit to his... oh, this is Jebediah, actually. I thought I was looking at Miguel. They have the same helmets. I mean, he's got good armor, but his fatigue is also wrecked. Wybor's got probably the, you know, he's got plates on his coat. Yeah, we could give this to Jebediah. I would be more inclined to give this, as this is like a really powerful set of armor, to give this to someone like Reynold, who doesn't have a shield. Something like that. And then switch this one over to Jebediah. Of course, he's going to need to recover with this armor a little bit. And then this armor, I don't know if there's anyone we could pass this on to. We're kind of getting out of these. This is a minus 42. This is a 44. For an extra 10 durability, we lose 1 fatigue. It's a 290. Zigzag can actually take this. And our backliners are getting tankier and tankier. It's kind of insane. Moody could handle some big fatigue. He certainly could, but who are we going to give this to? Now that we have 2 of them. I mean, that's super heavy armor. Because like these weigh 15, but we're not going super heavy on our archers. All of our archers are true nimble bros, if I remember right. Yeah. They're just wearing slightly heavier armor than they should be. I'm not gonna not use this armor. We probably have a brother wearing something too heavy for them. Arazel's, it's almost too heavy. Let's also get his level while we're here. Another point in range skill. Another point in resolve. Let's get him a little extra fatigue as well. Huh, we almost don't need this. It's kind of awkward. It doesn't quite have a home right now. As our crossbowmen and our handgunners and stuff get heavier and heavier, this is like a nice middle-of-the-road armor. It's an excellent middle-of-the-road armor. And we've already got 2 of them. We'll hold on to it for now. Leave me a comment if you see someone who should probably be using that. I don't think I see anyone right now. But what an excellent fight for us. 12 webnecks. We can ignore them. They've got nothing for me. Repairing that armor is going to cost me a fortune in tools. Tempted to take this fight just in the off chance that we get something. And because every day that we don't fight, we basically just lose money. Let's get Arizal out. Anyone else take like a beating in that fight? Kinda. Our Hamian's back up to full strength. Sure. I'll take it. It's fighting goblins in the woods, which can be frustrating. Oh, okay. We're not even really in the woods. And they all want to target Wolf. Okay. Popping the little guys is always great. That means there's no resistance when you finally go to get in on the ambushers. We'll probably step forward with our crossbowmen and shoot. Like so. Get the kill so we can get the reload. I'll take that. And if we're going to step in here, we should have our sword out. Go in a thatterly direction. Spear out. I tell you, man, what we need still are some unique weapons. We've got brothers using fighting spears and regular hammers and stuff. Our armor game's looking pretty on point now. We have so many armors, we're thinking about getting rid of like unique armors and coat of plates and stuff. What we really could use is some weapons. And the right weapons, you know. We do have masteries that we have to consider. Wow, what a... That was an accidental click and it got me the kill. Once again, accidental. Hit the wrong guy, but got the kill. Can we pop him in one shot? I don't think so. Excellent. Go for the threefer. Able to break out. I don't think we'll catch most of these guys. Break you out. And these dudes will probably just be able to escape. No big deal. We're just kind of taking a stab in the dark here that there might be some sort of unique loot in a location like this. Almost certainly isn't. But any loot we get here, we lost nothing taking this fight. I'm not going to drop dogs. And of course, the goblins that are broken can't use footwork. So they're trapped in here with me. And we could catch that last goblin. I'd rather just let him go. Oh man, it's giving me like the easy kill. All I have to do is drop my dogs there, and they would have tracked him. It's over. All right, show me the loot. Nah, I mean salt, crowns. That's a day's wage between everything we picked up. Worth. Right as it, you know, ticks down. And we've got plenty of junk in our inventory we could toss out if we need to. Let me see, what's the new shell looking like? Only 12%. Wow. I guess it hasn't been that long, but that's going to take forever to get its durability up. If we see more unholds, we'll take that fight. This fight has an overseer. It also has fortifications. It's at night. Let's just camp. Try and fix our stuff faster. In the rain. If night and day affect performances, I feel like rain should as well. You know? That is kind of an unexplored dynamic in Battle Brothers. Like weather conditions. Some of my favorite YouTubers, if you're interested, dude's name, their channel is Super Beard Bros. They're awesome guys. You won't be disappointed if you're looking for some like really uplifting, super funny video game loving guys to watch. But they did recently a Pokemon playthrough. I'm trying to remember which. Because after like Gold and Silver, the naming conventions all get a little hazy for me. But they just finished it. They beat the Elite Four and everything. It was so hilarious. Hold on. My brain is like, I'm trying to think of too many things at once. Dang it, now I can't even remember why I brought them up in the first place. God dog it. Anyway, going senile. I'd have to play back the tape. I'd have to play it back, see what I was talking about, and see what made me think of them. Oh yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon. And how the game they were playing, whichever one it was, is one of the first ones where like weather conditions, like you could use moves that could change whether or not it was, you know, like Sunny Day and Rain Dance. For those of you who know Pokemon moves. I think that's like, is it 3rd gen when they introduced those? I think. It's hard to remember. I'm old. I played all the games, but after Gold and Silver, I only played through them all once. I still got my OG Game Boy Color sitting next to me. Thing still works. I just realized I was showing someone it the other day, and I realized I still had the batteries in, and I was like, oh no. I took the batteries out before they get all corrosive. I put them in just to test it, and then I forgot to take them out. That's a pretty big no-no for old electronics. You don't just want to leave batteries in. The guns are going to be huge here with these fortifications. Only one man is really going to realistically be able to come up here and go around. There just isn't enough room. Does the rain put out fires? I don't know. Doesn't it seem like it should, though? Like, if I throw a grenade, Shouldn't it just not work? In the same way that if you use it in the snow, it doesn't do anything? You still get the explosion, but you don't get the fire effects. So I guess in a way they are dabbling. Overhype is with you know, certain types of terrain effects, and perhaps by extension, if you just go night and day, it's not really weather, but I think you get the point. Sort of like messing with weather effects. Yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised when they shoot on my back line here. Glad we sent our Hamian up to reinforce. Our Hamian looks sick. He's one of the coolest looking dudes on the whole squad right now. And as we all know, coolness factor is all that really matters. They double netted me down here. Bone plating for the win. Yeah, I'm gonna get in there. I cannot step in. These guys need to make a hole. Get our boy out of the net. We'll switch. Damn it. I would have tried it again. We'll shoot in here. Let's get our Hamian out of the net. That way he has a chance to actually use his actions to do a thing on his turn. Well, he failed, but at least the chance was there. I mean, we're not going to be able to throw over the fortifications, so Miguel's not in a great spot. No one is, really. That could be kind of a good question of the day. How many of you guys ever played Pokemon as kids? I kind of have a general idea of what the average age of my audience is. And most of you are not teenagers. So you're like dudes my age, grew up on it. And if you did play Pokemon, like, which was your generation? Which is the one that you, like, loved? I'd be interested to know. For me, it was like Gold and Silver was perfect. They were like perfect games. There's still some like later gen quality of life changes that they added, which I can definitely understand if people like value those super high. But in some ways they babified the game. They made certain things just too easy. Like, I was surprised in one of the last gens that I played. Not Black and White. Was it Sword and Shield? I'm trying to remember. They all, like I said, they all blend in. But, where, like, the way experience share worked, and there was all this other stuff. Like, I always felt like I was fighting... First off, some really lame Pokemon. Like, I don't know what happened, but the design kind of fell off. This is my opinion. This is a hot take. There's just so many Pokemon that don't look cool. Oh, they don't even... To me, they don't, like, look like Pokemon. They're like keys and stuff. I'm like, what is this? It's a grumpy old man opinion, but it's the only one I've got. Like, there's always been weird Pokemon. You look at, like, first gen. Like, how many people want to play as Clefairy? You know, when you're a young boy and you're playing Pokemon, you don't want a Clefairy on your team. You want a Charizard. That's just common sense. It's like, I want a Dragonite, man. There we go. But now it's like, it feels like the majority of Pokemon are basically Clefairies. Like, the types of Pokemon that, like, I would never want on my team. And that's, like, totally subjective. That's kind of the fun of Pokemon, is, like, some people love the, like, the outcast type Pokemon. And I will say one thing they've been trying to do is make it so that almost every Pokemon is viable in some way. There's always some strategy to make almost every Pokemon work. Maybe not on like a hyper-competitive level, but like in terms of beating the story. It's over. So like kudos to them for that. Trying to show every Pokemon equal love. But for me, like, the designs have to be cool. That's what really gets me. Like, the power level of the Pokemon, I'll play suboptimal Pokemon in my Pokemon games. The auxiliaries came from somewhere. Let's follow their footprints. Yes! No! There's no Nexers, man. Dang it. We could leave this alone and let's go down here and take this fight. And maybe we come back and the composition changes. See footprints running around. But yeah, I'll play some suboptimal Pokemon just to play like the ones that are kind of my favorites. But I will not play like lame looking Pokemon. That bugs me more than anything. Let's get the 50 on the resolve here, finally, for Wybor. And I think we give him a little more fatigue as well. Hamian. Man. We got this cool weapon, the Bloody Flail. Unfortunately, it was on the lower end of the spectrum of power level that it could have. So it's kind of like it doesn't feel like we should use this weapon. Especially not over this pretty decent greatsword here. And you know what? This is killing me. I can't let Reynold sit out for one more fight. Against a random enemy. I don't want Mael to fall too far behind either, though. Rodrigo at level 18. Basically never comes out. Always fighting. We need Edgel to come in. You know, let's go hard. Let's go hard on the, melee focus here. I'd like to get at least one gun in. Maybe swap out Longbeard. And then this armor. You know what? Boom. This could just be a spare armor that we keep. Though with so many men in our company, we don't really need spare armors. Let's make sure we're repairing that. Let's go. It's a swamp battle. More goblins. God dang it. Well, I asked for it, I guess. Fighting goblins with fortifications in the swamp with a shaman. Just fast forward. Just fast forward now. I already hate my life. Not a good start. Would have been sweet to kill. I mean, we could have done an aim shot maybe, but it wouldn't have been a kill probably. At least the fortifications aren't great. There's 4 openings really we could go through. It's just we're going to have to go through the muddy swamp to get there. That's good. That's good. That's a good. Yeah, let's just... We'll try and take the old dirt roads through the swamp. But we don't have Pathfinder. Alright. Alright, we tried. For the most part, our bros are going to kind of have to do their own thing. This is sort of an every man for himself type of fight. Because we're going to have such a hard time getting through the swamp. I don't see any champions. God dang it. But that doesn't mean they aren't there. There's still a few units we haven't seen. Ooh, the Overseer with the flank. A couple more lucky, like, range shots would be much appreciated. Just to kind of help us wade through the chaff. So we can push the ambushers back. The shaman's in the safest spot possible. Still at least one hidden opponent. I'm gonna say, these dudes are probably gonna shield wall, spear wall, maybe. They only want to engage me one at a time. Yeah. Shield wall. I would have spear walled here, that way I couldn't jump in, but... Taking bad shots with tongue. We could step up, but I'd rather have my crossbowman get closer. Thank God. If I can get my crossbowman a little bit further forward. Step in. That's a clear shot. Good man, Moody. Beautiful. Killing one of them made the entire shield wall weaker. Okay, no reload. $15 left. No champion on the field. But this is a great place to potentially get loot. And we have a ton of garbage to throw away. So, you know, we'll be able to dump off, like, quivers and whatever else. Junk meat. Just waiting for the net to come out. Alright. He put himself in the swamp, so our chances to hit him are better. At least we could put some overwhelm here. That sucked. That's going to set us back pretty far. Excellent. Alright, let's free our allies who haven't gone yet. This is pretty annoying. I didn't realize how bad... I didn't see these trees. They are in the way. Alright, at least we're tying some of them down. Perfect. Get him. Yes! That's a double. Just about get there. Yeah, these trees being in front of the openings on the fortifications makes these fights super miserable. Oh man, he's like begging to get killed. Excuse me for like the dry throat. I did not bring water with me. Amateur hour over here. It was like super cold this morning in the low 30s. Which for South Texas is pretty cold. That means I gotta put the heat on full blast. And I woke up this morning with like kind of a sore throat. I think it's, you know, it's just from like having the heat on. Tongue, man, the curse continues. We're not landing that. Beautiful. I think freeing Miguel here is the move. Because that allows us to jump in here. And everyone but the shaman is locked down. Excellent. Very good. No! Happy to get the Impaler. That's a payday. However small. Yeah, expect him to run, but we have shots on him. Just take an aim shot from downtown and we land it. That was undeserved completely. Beautiful. And nice. I would have much preferred no one escapes from this fight, so I'm pretty happy with that. And just like that, we've got him locked in. What a defensive spot this guy is in. Only 3 spaces to get to him. And they're all difficult. Now let's see if we can support Wybor up here. I'm hoping he just doesn't miss. Alright, fine. We'll end. I'm not chasing. Not chasing lone goblins through the swamps. That's my own personal hell. And for our trouble, nothing. Stone cold nothing. That feels bad. Okay, let's see. I've got a bunch of garbage meat. Don't want that. Don't want those. That's trash. Just doing a quick skim. Obviously, there's probably other stuff that's like not very expensive. Bucklers. Pick some of these up. And we'll grab a little extra food, I guess. Alright. I don't think that was enough time for anything to change at this location. I think we need like at least a day for that to happen. Let's camp. And I'll probably switch out some of my dudes as well. I like the overwhelming melee strategy against the Ancient Dead. So I think I'll keep that, but archers are pretty butts. So let's take them out in exchange for guns. And then we have, yeah, I mean, crossbows are still okay. Akir should probably just be using a gun for the moment. Inventory is full. That's annoying. I'm not going to be able to do like the ammo shuffle. Okay, I'll just keep it like this. That's fine. 3 guns is enough. Spear's not going to be great, but I'd like to get Mael up to level 14. He might be one of the lowest level dudes on the squad right now. And Tiberius could level here. No, Jeb's also pretty low. Okay. Don't need to min-max this too much. But let's get Screamer in here somehow. Do I just take out Rodrigo? Sure. Alright. Yeah, same fight. Just get him. The priest is going to be annoying in the same way that the goblin was. The goblin shaman. We had some diverse fights today. And some big ones, too. Let no man say we have not done our best. Okay, I'm not throwing any more weapons. If these were Legionnaires, it's kind of worth it. But, like, we should be able to mostly one-shot these things. I'm not sure how I feel about the terrain right now. We'll have to see how they lay out their Ancient Legionnaires with polearms first. If their front line is, like, all auxiliaries, that's going to be huge for us. Because we'll smash right through them. And be able to get onto the delicious Ancient Priest meat that lies beneath. But what I want to do, and I think what I kind of need to do, is step forward with my guns. So like this. I'm going to make this commitment here. Even though it's kind of bad. We will go first. Yeah, we're going to step in here. This was slightly mishandled. But when I did that, I was kind of timid. I wasn't sure whether or not I would go all the way in on that. Our boy Jeb here is not the guy. Jake is. Jake can get in there. He can hold. Alright, let's see what kind of holes we can poke before they lock up. There's not a lot of shields here. I'm shocked how... I mean, the auxiliaries are going to be a little bit faster than me. It's the Legionnaires on up that are just guaranteed slower. Alright, I'm going to take one more shot here. And we'll get the Sword Lance out. We missed a 70. Those are the ones that have to go. We kill him to break up the shield wall. And we're in. And we're just raining hot lead down on the Ancient Priest. He's dead next turn. He'll get a chance to use one ability. You know, probably going to be Miasma. Super annoying. But we can survive a single cloud of Miasma. That's not a problem. Could have tried to step in here. But... ooh, it hit his armor. Alright. We had a chance to kill him before he got a chance to do any type of attack. Would much prefer him to do Horrify. Or to not move at all, you chump. He's giving me a line shot on their Hamian. And their Legionnaires have barely managed to land anything. The Honor Guard are following. But all we have to do is land a line shot. It's not a guaranteed thing. But his defensive stats are not going to be big. Go for punctures. I'm going to take this shot. Or Hamian could get hit, and he does. But that was worth. Yaku's still in a good enough spot where his using his gun still makes sense. Alright, round swing. We'll take this shot here. Potentially hit our boy. We do. But yeah, no Ancient Priest just makes this a standard, like, stand and bang type of fight. With the scariest thing on the battlefield being Honor Guard. Who we're not really scared of. Alright, time for Tunican to switch out. Let's wait and see if anyone else steps up before we do. One of these honor guards might go in, and if he does, then we'll have an attack for him. Man, a front line of auxiliaries just lets us do so much work. If they were legionnaires that were able to, like, unify on the first turn, we could have been back here stuck forever. Just trying to get in. Fine, I'll do the step in. I'm faster than them, so I should be able to kill this legionnaire. And he did step in. What a jerk. That was nice. Little confidence being given. Not the best day for Erzel. Get in there. And the Honor Guard with double Kopesh, plus shield walling. Scary's not the right word, but very effective. See if we can, you know, eliminate one and get rid of the little teammate advantage they're trying to build. Yeah, we could use a couple whiffs. Nice. OP armor wins the day. Still want to get as many brothers as we can into that. Minimize risk. See, step in. Nailed it. Alright. Huge hit. I was about to say, just finish it, Orhamian. Let us go home. And we are exhausted. Shield wall into hit. You can do that every turn. Being undead with no actual fatigue. Just pass with everyone who really can't do anything. And Ack takes him down. Well done, Ack. For our trouble, just lots of gold. And we have, no doubt, tons of garbage we have to get rid of now. These are worth a little bit. But they're not going to be worth nearly as much as these pikes. And what else? These are worth a little bit. These daggers, if they're damaged, they're not worth much. We're sort of like rearranging decks on the Titanic here. It doesn't really matter. We're rich. And I guess we're just taking the most valuable stuff. These swords are worth more. Alright. It's time to go home. We're too fat on loot. We did a nice circuit. I mean, we fought a lot of different stuff. I'm tempted to do that, but let's just pass. We'll leave this fight potentially for tomorrow. We can kind of make a similar pass. We can just go a little more direct. We can hit Skewer's hideout and then go straight out this way. And then maybe do a nice circuit back down to the south. I'm interested in staying in this area, at least for the time being, because I'd like to be able to spend some of the gold that I get. Because we're going to make a nice little payday here. It's not going to be huge. I don't think the sell prices here... I thought they were 16 last time. 31 webnecks, eh? I would take that fight just for fun. If my inventory wasn't completely full. Did anyone level that I missed? Yes. Reynold has finally leveled. Let's get him up one more melee point. Let's also give him one more resolve. And then one more fatigue. Don't want my boys to break. We still have some really tough fights ahead of us. And we get here right at dawn. Beautiful. Alright. Like I said, prices to sell aren't going to be amazing, but the prices to buy are quite nice. To restock our tools. I'll buy all of those. Pretty sure that puts us up to full. I wasn't sitting there doing the math. Might have gone a little bit over. But even after restocking... Man, that Warhammer, though. All these Raider helmets. Yeah, Bear Hat says 16. It doesn't matter what the Bear Hat says. We'd have had to sell it anyway. Anything else? I've got a ton of unhold hides I need to do something with. That's 9 days worth. And that's 10. And just like that, I mean, we came out of it after resupplying. We're like 7k ahead of where we were before. Looks like the inventory has rolled over. But sadly, nothing here. I could just pick up some, like, double mail or something. Just to throw on that armor we have until we're able to give it something better. But durability is not the issue here. And let's give that to our boy. That's temporary, super temporary. A horde terrorizing... No. That's not a bad payday. And Allstat is right there. It's just there's a taxidermist there as well. We could maybe do something with the hides and stuff that we have. We could also take the tomb of Sir Erkenbad. And then it makes me come back here. Anyway, you know what? That's actually fine. We'll go to a taxidermist. I know we're kind of going a little bit long here. We'll go to a taxidermist. We'll have other fights to do tomorrow. And then we'll like head back after the greenskin fights. To Griffinwall, to Wolfenstein, whatever. And that'll still put us back on the borders where we want to be. Are these guys attacking me? We're going to take this fight in the next one, guys. My name is Brett. Channel's Goodtalk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was fun. Lots of good fights. And as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.